warm good afternoon to all of you. Dear students, I welcome you all in digital class of biology. Dear students, today I would like to start with my new chapter, that is the living world, from the unit diversity in the living world. But before that, I would like to motivate you all with the beautiful sayings of Lord Krishna. Dear student, he says that no one who does good work will ever come to a bad end, either here or in the world to come. So dear students, keep doing good work and you will be the most happiest person of this world. So here I'll begin with my chapter, that is the living world. Students, we all know that what is biology. Biology is the study of life and living organism. And also we know that the term biology has been derived from two Greek words, that is bios and logos. Bios means life and logos means study of. So the study of life is known as biology. Now the question arises that what is life? Student, it is the most important quality of the living organism that distinguish it from the non-living things. Such as, I can say, we can observe growth, metabolism, response to a stimuli, that is consciousness and reproduction in all the living organism. But students, if I talk about growth, student, it is non-definitive feature of the living organism because we can see the growth in your non-living object also, such as rock. Clear? As we can see that the rock also grow by the accumulation of soil on its surface. Okay? But we can't say that rock is a living organism. But the difference is what? The growth which we can see in the rock, it is external growth, whereas the growth that we can see in the living organisms such as humans, it is internal growth, that is cell division. I hope so that you have got an idea. Okay. So student, here I'll begin with first feature or characteristic of living organism, that is growth. Okay. Student, what is growth? Growth leads to the increase in the mass and number of the cell. Clear? Student, if I talk about the growth in plant and animal, student, plants show continuous growth throughout their lifespan, whereas animals show growth up to a certain age. Clear? I hope so that you have got an idea. Okay, next is student reproduction. What is this reproduction? Student, we all know that all living beings produce their offspring by the process of reproduction. And why this reproduction is important? It is important to continue the lineage of this species, so that species should not extinct from this earth. Clear? Further, we know that reproduction, it is of two types, that is sexual and asexual. Clear? If I talk about sexual, it occur in your human beings. Okay, and if I talk about asexual, student, it occur in your fungi, yeast, hydra, planaria. Okay, about all these we have studied in a 10th standard, so I will not go in that much detail regarding this. Clear? Next is student metabolism. What is this metabolism? We know, students, that all living organisms are made up of chemicals which belong to various classes, sizes and function. And these chemicals within a living organism are constantly being made and changed into some other biomolecules such as protein, carbohydrate. About all these biomolecules we have studied in one of our previous chapter. Okay, I hope so that you remember. Okay, so in short, I can say that metabolism is the sum total of all the living or chemical reactions occurring in our body. Clear? And student, mind it that non-living object does not exhibit any kind of metabolism. Clear? Further, student, metabolism, it is of two types, that is anabolism and catabolism. What is this anabolism? Student, anabolism means add and cata means cut. So here the reaction will synthesize. Example, your photosynthesis. Here what happened? Carbon dioxide combined with water to form glucose, whereas in case of your respiration, glucose C6H12O6 break down into carbon dioxide, water and energy. Okay, so here the product, okay, the substrate will break down, whereas in case of your anabolism the substrate will combine. Clear? In case of your catabolism it will release energy, whereas anabolism it will store energy, and it is your endogenic process, okay, means outside, and exogenic it is your positive. And for the student, in case of your anabolism, okay, the molecule will form from simple to complex, whereas in catabolism it would be from complex to simple. Clear? Next is, students, your response to stimuli, that is consciousness. Okay, here what happen, living organism, okay, they will sense their surroundings stimuli, such as it can be physical, chemical or biological. Here organisms sense it through their sense organ. In case of plant, okay, the stimuli are light, water, temperature, okay, pollutants, whereas in case of your human, okay, they aware by their own self, okay, with the help of brain and spinal cord. So I can say that consciousness or respond to any stimuli is the defining property of any living organism. So student, in this picture you can see, okay, that what are different type of stimuli and how they respond, how the living organism respond to a particular stimuli. Okay students, so with this I finished my today's lecture. I hope so that you have got an idea. For any query, please feel free to call me. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.